about to go on a Walk in Walt's Footsteps guided tour. We've never done a guided tour before, so I'm really excited, and we're going to show you some of the highlights along the way. Not the whole thing, because it's a 3-hour tour, but some of the things, because it's going to be really cool. So, excited.
So what we like to do is use Disneyland as a living storybook. Each of the different lands being a respective chapter within Walt's life. So let's begin. Take a walk through Walt's footsteps. Follow me. He always believed that Marceline was his hometown. It's the one that he grew up in, and really was that perfect stimulant for young Walt's imagination. Whether it was that small town community of Marceline, that simple life of life on a farm, or even the excitement of the train yards on the south side of town. Like I said, they are perfect stimulants for young Walt's imagination. Well, Walt always believed the key for age to relive fond memories of the past lay in evoking that small town community feel. So when designing Disneyland, he dwelled upon his own childhood memories as well as his own Imagineers as they created Main Street USA, a tribute to that small town beginning of the 20th century, Midtown America. Well, it would
I know he's talking really quiet, but when you take a tour, he doesn't have to talk very loud because he has a microphone and you're all given audio packs so you can hear everything he's saying. Luckily, this is just a highlight reel, but our tour guide Kory here was awesome.
His own childhood, as these two buildings are actually inspirations from the train station and the courthouse from Fort Collins, Colorado. Walt was so excited, and he wanted this park to be perfect, like I had said. He wanted his guests to come here, be away from the world, not worry about anything else, just have a great time here at the happiest place on earth. He wanted to make sure everything was perfect on that opening day. But in fact, so many things went wrong on that opening day that many people refer to that day as Black Sunday. Now, before the park was built, it was about a year from groundbreaking until the year that it finally opened. So, a year is a pretty short amount of time to be able to build Disneyland, and a lot of decisions had to be made before the park was actually completed. The first of which was that a plumber's strike had happened halfway through construction, and Walt was forced to choose between having working restrooms or working water fountains. Walt, fortunately for a lot of the guests that day, he did choose the restrooms for that opening day. But another thing right over here, as you can see, Main Street USA is lined with a lot of asphalt and blacktop. Now, it was very difficult to get a hold of that right before opening day, and it was only a few short days before the park actually opened until they finally had it. Well, if you've ever poured concrete or asphalt before, you know that in the hot summer sun, it doesn't quite settle correctly. So women in their high-heeled shoes found themselves slightly sinking down to that hot asphalt on opening day and getting slightly stuck right here on Main Street, let's say. Now, before the park actually opened, Walt went around and he surveyed all the different lands, making sure everything looked okay. He went to the different lands, gave his little stamp of approval, until he came to Tomorrowland. It wasn't finished yet. They didn't have enough time. The entire area was mostly finished, but there was a lot of unlandscaped land, a lot of the buildings weren't even painted, and some areas were just completely open where you could just see backstage or just past the park. So Walt needed some quick decisions, so he called his chief horticulturalist over, Bill Evans, and he told him to find the Latin names of the weeds in the area, make little signs and place them right next to the weeds so people thought that those were supposed to be there on purpose. Next, they got a team together and they built a balloon, or they put together balloons and pennants to cover up the unpainted walls and the empty areas inside Tomorrowland. So that way it looked like more of a celebration than something that was not quite complete. They were simple fixes to begin with, but it was something that needed to be done to really create that immersion inside Tomorrowland. But of course, these were all problems that Walt knew of before the park actually opened. And then of course, the guests arrived. Now originally they invited about 15,000 people, esteemed colleagues and other dignitaries, but due to ticketing schemes, counterfeit tickets, and a local farmer who thought it'd be more profitable to get people over the fence at Disneyland instead of picking oranges that day, that number quickly ballooned to 28 to 33,000 people. Nearly double the capacity, rides quickly broke down. Hot dogs, soda, popcorn, it all ran out. And even a possible gas leak in Fantasyland forced Fantasyland to close for about half the day. Walt had no idea any of these problems were happening because he was busy filming Dateline Disneyland, the live television broadcast here at Disneyland, showcasing to the entire world what Disneyland was all about.
Just got to go on Alice without waiting in line. Another big perk. I love Alice.
Lillian was the one that was always encouraging Walt to follow those dreams of his. So they had 2 children together, and their names were Diane and Sharon Disney, excuse me. I'm being so tongue-tied and stuff like that. Diane and Sharon. Now they loved to shelter these 2 children away from the mass media, so much so, but they really had no idea who their father truly was. One time though, Diane came home from school. She was a little confused. A classmate had told her something and she didn't believe it. So she raced home, found her father sitting down on the couch, reading a newspaper, and she walked up to him. She was only 6 years old at the time. Put her hands on her hips and said, "You never told me you were Walt Disney." She finally figured out who her father truly was, and Walt probably felt that was the perfect time to go ahead and educate her on everything that he truly did too. And I'm sure she had an even greater respect for her father after that point as well. It wasn't until a year or so after Disneyland that finally the time, things had gotten their role. He finally could spend time with his family again. It was perfect timing because the town of Marceline, Missouri was actually welcoming Walt to come back because they were opening up a new town park that they were going to dedicate to Walt Disney himself. So Walt thought this would be a perfect opportunity for a road trip because he and Lillian loved to go on road trips. They loved those side stops, the tourist traps, the curio shops. It didn't matter what it was. They loved stopping on those road trips. And along the way to Marceline, they stopped by Pike Forest Fossil Beds in Colorado. It was there they walked around, they enjoyed the sights, and they came across a lot of different things they enjoyed. Walt thought, you know, why not get my wife an anniversary present or a thank you gift for all the things that she's put me through? So he talked to the manager, they came across this deal, and Walt introduced her to her new present, a 5-ton petrified tree. All Lillian said was, "It'll never fit on the mantle." Now, as tour guides like to joke around, that's probably not the rock she was expecting either. But Lillian donated here to the Disneyland Park, and it's remained there ever since as a piece of landscaping here along the rivers.
Okay, so we're going to be heading into the Dream Suite. I only have one rule, and that rule is there is no pictures or video recording. Sorry.
So they wouldn't let us do any pictures inside, but we just came out of the Dream Suite and it's so magical, so at least you can see like coming down the stairs. It's so cool. So on with the rest of the tour.
Now, if you remember, way back at the beginning of the tour, I talked about how Tomorrowland really wasn't quite finished just yet. You know, they had attractions, they had things there, but they felt they needed to expand a little bit more upon it. So, in the year of 1959, they wanted to add a couple new attractions. First of which is right over here, right next to us. And it was a much bigger attraction than they have ever done before. At the time, they had these ticket books that you would use to get into their attractions. Anyone actually remember using ticket books? So when they first opened, you had the ticket book with an A ticket, B ticket, C ticket, and a D ticket. Up until this certain attraction, D ticket was the highest. But this attraction was so grand and so big that they decided to add a new ticket and reformat exactly how the ticketing system worked. And they added, thus called, the E ticket. There we have the name E-ticket attraction. So right over here, you would have had Submarine Voyage to Liquid Space. The original concept of this was actually going to be a glass bottom boat ride. Top of the lagoon, you would have a boat with a glass bottom, and you would see the reef and the fish, maybe some sea monsters, who knows. But in 1958, the USS Nautilus was the first submarine to sail underneath the polar ice caps. And this made huge news. In addition with the nuclear submarines that the US and the USSR were building, submarines were very big. So they decided to scrap the idea of a glass bottom boat ride and instead change it to a submarine voyage. So we made the Submarine Voyage to Liquid Space, that first e-ticket attraction that opened up in June 1959. Now this attraction was really popular, and just 8 days later, 2 new attractions also opened up as part of this new expansion. So follow me as we explore those. So can anyone guess what the other 2 attractions that opened up just 8 days afterwards? Yes, no, lots of sense. And the monorail, good job. Yeah. Pepsi Cola and the United Nations Children's Fund asked Walt Disney to create an attraction that showcased children of the world singing and dancing together in harmony. Well, it was only a few short months before the fair was about to open, so it was a mad rush to get something together. They turned to one of their artists, Mary Blair, to create up a concept of what this attraction would look like. What she came up with was what everyone absolutely loved. So they kept her on with that, had her create the entire attraction, but next they needed music. So they decided to have the children of the world singing their national anthems in their native tongue, put them together, and they would make it a nice cohesive song. Well, they did that, And they pressed play, and they found that it was a giant miss. It did not sound good. So quickly they went to the studio songwriters Richard and Robert Sherman, and they asked them to conduct a song that would be very simple, easy to translate, and overall, very catchy. And I'm sure we all can agree the result of the song. It's a small world. It's extremely catchy. That next morning, Diane Disney came into the room on December 15, 1966, and saw Roy at the edge of Walt's bed, massaging his feet. And she heard him say, "Well, kid, this is the end, I guess." Walt had passed away. The entire world was in shock, and everyone offered their condolences to the Disney family. Even President Johnson wrote a letter to the leader. And at the end of that letter, it stated, "Beauty, joy, and truth are our prize. The magic of Walt Disney was larger than life, and the treasures he left will endure to entertain and enlighten the world's." I do hope each and every one of you has enjoyed this tour very much. And like I said to some of you, our main goal for this tour is that you come into this park and see the little touch of Walt and that legacy of Walt here within this park that really makes this park so special from all the other ones around the world.
So we just got done with the tour. It was super fun. We got our lunch at the Jolly Holiday. You can see that we're leaving there, included in this really cool pin that has the Disneyland dedication speech in it. So that was probably a highlight. What do you think?
Yes, definitely.
So if you have a chance, go for it. It's a little bit pricey, but I think it's
not a big.
I think it's pretty worth the money though. So
Oh, are they?
see you guys later.